Telling someone the other day the story about when I first got elected, when I first got appointed to the state senate. I served on the Education, Health, and Environmental Affairs Committee. And the very first session that I was there, they had a bill to rename Baltimore Washington International Airport the Thurgood Marshall Airport. And Larry Gibson, who was another leader in the African American community, who was actually a law professor at the University of Maryland School of Law, where I went to school. And he was actually my civil procedure professor when I was there. He came and testified in front of the committee for why we should rename the airport. And there was opposition. There were people who said, well, why would we be doing this? We don't need to change this. This airport has a tradition of being called BWI. We shouldn't change the name. And it was interesting. He stood at the podium there and was talking to us about why it was important to change the name and to honor Thurgood Marshall. And he looked around the committee room and he looked at each member of the Senate Education, Health, and Environmental Affairs Committee, and there are 11 of us. He went through the room and he took each one of us and said what Thurgood Marshall had done in our county to make a difference and why he should have this honor to have the airport named after him. And he went all the way around the room. Senator Dyson, St. Mary's County, Senator Hollinger, Baltimore County, Senator Harris, Baltimore County, whatever. And then he saved me for last. And I'm a freshman. And I knew him because he was my professor when I was in law school. And he looked at me and he said, Senator Kittleman, you're going to vote for this bill because it's in your genes. And everyone kind of laughed. But it was right. When you grow up in a family who the father cares about civil rights, you sit around a table. The dinner table, for Laura, Cody, and I, we didn't talk about the Orioles. We didn't talk about the Colts. We didn't talk about, things like that. We talked about issues. We talked about the importance of equality and the importance of being involved. And when you're a little kid and you're hearing that all the time, it just becomes important to you. And so, Dad instilled upon me the importance of civil rights, the importance of treating people the same, the importance of respecting everybody, whether they're the lowest person on the rung or the highest person on the rung. You don't treat them any different. And I think that's why I feel that way. I think that's why I care so much about that. And some people say I do it and it'll hurt me in a future election. I don't care. Because I couldn't look myself in the mirror if I didn't support civil rights, if I didn't support equality. Because then I would have, not been true to myself and to my father's legacy. And if I don't get elected to another office because I supported equality, I'm willing to give that up.